Shalom. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
A happy and blessed Sabbath. We want to give the Most High thanks for allowing us to see another Sabbath, allowing us to come into your home on your live stream to bring His word out, because His word is all we have today. Everything else have failed our people as a nation. So we have the Most High words to fall back on. We have the Most High and Yahushua to fall back on. So without further ado, I will get into my topic. My topic is the large vengeance and wrath that you're seeing going on in all over the earth today. It's just happening, like as they say, a woman that travailing before she give birth to her son or her baby. The destruction is coming like that in her last 5 or 10 seconds. Now the destruction is coming on the earth. And guess who? It's not Mother Nature, it's not El Nino, it's not none of those things. Guess who is causing these things? Give me Isaiah 45 and 7. Guess who is causing these things to come on the earth? Everybody talking about, oh, it is a late effect, snow or storm. It's a northeastern, is all that they say. But the Lord said no. So let's see what the Lord said in Isaiah 45 and 7. Let's see what the Lord said in Isaiah 45.
The book of Isaiah 45 and verse 7. I form the light. I create darkness. I make peace and create evil.
And create darkness. He does all these things. And when you're seeing all these things happening in the face of the earth, it's not nothing that this so-called white man saying, scientists and all these things saying it is. No, it's the Most High. Because he says here in Isaiah 45 and 7, I form the light and create darkness. I, the Lord, does all these things. So He's who doing all these things in the earth today. And I was watching on the internet last month, and I was writing down, they got a show called The Two Preachers. And I was writing down all these things, the destruction that I seen that they showing on their channel. Every day, there's something going on in the earth, whether it's a snowstorm, whether it's a street flooding that never saw water flowing through the streets before, whether it's in the desert, they got snow falling in the desert. You see that? You got floods going on in Brazil, and you have alligators walking through the street in Brazil, through the flood, and the people that they're looking down at the alligators walking through the street. I say, wow. And that's one of those things. Wild beasts gonna change their places. You see that? The Lord said that. Time of the Exodus, when He took the things that was dwelling in the river, and He vice versa interchanged them. The thing was dwelling in the river was dwelling on the land, and things was dwelling on the land was dwelling in the river. Even the fire was burning hotter on the water than it was burning on the land, and the water can quench the fire. So the Lord is turning everything around in these last days to show His power in the earth. You see that?
In Brazil, they just had a Satan parade.
You see?
The day after, it started flooding and stuff like that.
You see? And again, when you say that was again?
In Brazil.
When?
It happened like 2-3 days ago.
You see? Yeah. And this one happened with the alligator walking through the street in Brazil. This happened last month.
Wow.
You see that? They had a flood, and the flood was about nearly 4 feet in the road, in the street, and the cars was floating by that it was driving. They wasn't stopping at the lights, but they was floating by that it was driving. Wow. You see that? That was Brazil. No, they wasn't stopping at the light. They're just floating by. So I'm gonna read some stuff that I was writing down while I was looking at those disasters that the Most High is causing in the earth.
God.
You see that? January. Right, there you go. January, as I was saying, January in Indonesia, there was a flood. And they never saw water like that in Indonesia. And then in that same month, you had Ethiopia, where the lava craters, the volcano just start waking up and flowing like a river. You see? And then in Brazil, in that same month, Brazil, with the rivers in the street. And Chile, in the same month, Chile with wildfire fires, and the Philippines with floods in the street in that same month. See that? Nebraska, you know, the records had a record snowfall in Nebraska in one day. They had a record snowfall in one day. Madagascar had floods in the streets. Homes get destroyed. Kosovo had floods, hundreds homeless. You see that in that same month of January. This is January I'm talking about. It's not even like 2 weeks after. No, it's in that same week. Angola had floods. Spain had wildfires. Hail-size ice in Argentina. Saudi Arabia flooding through the street. Saudi Arabia. Instead of oil, it was water flowing through the street. You see, but they're known for gold and oil.
God.
And here, February. And guess who causing all of this? Because this is the Lord's vengeance that He's taking on the earth. You see that? Right. Because of what? Give me Job 9:24. Because of this. You see that? Because of this, that's why the Lord is doing all these things, man. Because of this is why the Lord is doing all these things.
Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
And the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So the Lord is judging the wickedness of the people in the earth. That's why He's doing what He's doing.
God.
And He said He's going to do it. He said this is His time of His visitation. You see that? And the play is going to go out. The destruction going to go out. Like a man that shot out of a strong bow. And when you shot that arrow, who's going to turn it back? There's nobody can turn it back because the Lord is shooting the arrow in the earth.
God.
All through the whole face of the earth. It's not Mother Nature. It's not none of these things. It's not El Nino. It's not none of these things. The weather reporters up there, they don't know what to say these days. They say it's going to be sunny and the rain come. They say it's going to be raining and the rain don't come.
God.
Many times they say New York going to get rain and when you look outside, the rain is delayed. Really? I guess somebody forgot the suitcase. The rain is delayed. You see that? And it never got to it never reached New York.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Read on.
Okay. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
Right. And the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Everybody know who running the earth. You see who running down here. Everybody know who running down here. Or people like to be naive and don't want to say it. But they know. They know who paid their paycheck. They know who they're going to get everything from. They know. That's who running the earth. But there are people among our people. Our people don't want to upset. Well, it can't be him, man. It can't be all of them. There's every last one of them. You see that? Because they are we're just going benefiting off of what their forefathers did. So, and they are here. The forefathers not here anymore. So they are who picking up the mantle after their forefather has gone and reaping the benefits and the sweets of everything, off of slavery, off of everything. So
Yeah, more.
Go ahead.
The Lord said, if not, where and who is he?
So if the wicked is not who is running the earth right now, who is known to be running the earth right now, because we don't own anything. Black man, so-called black man, woman, and child don't own anything. So if not, where and who is he? If it's not him, if it's not so-called Esau who running the world, where and who is he?
God.
It's not us. It's not the Mexicans. He working in every kitchen. You see that? He working in every kitchen in New York City. So it's not them either. So from there, you got your Apocrypha.
God.
Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 8. And you're going to read to 22. Yeah. So if it's not that man that the Mosai say, where and who is he? He's a spook. He don't exist. Who is he? If it's not him, that the Mosai is coming and destroying the earth because he destroyed the earth. Look at the earth today. Look around you. Look at the place today. Right, traveling on the train is so nasty. The train stations is so nasty. They're talking about bringing a new train, a new A train. Man, the place is dirty. You're running a new train on a dirty place, man.
God.
Come on. They're just showing the news they're bringing a new train, an A train,
God.
to get rid of the ones that was there for nearly since the 1970s or whatever. The old tin cans. But you're running in a dirty system.
That's right.
See that? When you got it, read it.
Second Ezra 16 and what?
Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 8, and you read to 22.
Second Ezra 16 chapter and the 8th verse. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues. And who is he? And who is he that can drive them away?
You see that? The mighty Lord, he is who's sending these plagues, man. He allowing the so-called mad scientists over here to do his bid, you know. But the Lord is in control. You see that? Everything. So the Lord is who's sending the plagues. Although you would say, no, it's not the Lord, it's the white, so-called white man. He doing this, he in his lab, he doing this. Yeah, he allows those things to happen. Correct?
Wow.
It's his time to do that bidding, the Lord's bid, you know what I mean, the earth, to the Lord ready to get rid of him. That's all it is. Read.
Verse 9. A fire shall go forth from his wrath.
A fire shall go forth from his wrath. And you look around you, man. The wrath of the Most High is going forth, whether it's in fire, whether it's in terms of water, whether in terms of snow and hail, whether in terms of earthquake, whether in terms of a tornado, or whether in terms of a hurricane. That's fire still. You see that? Read.
And who is he that may quench it?
And who here in the earth can quench when the Most High start anything? You think you can run? You think you can run with a fire hose and quench the Most High wrath? Ain't gonna work. It might even get hotter because he controls the water, the elements of the water. Just like I said, just like in Egypt, the fire was burning hotter on the water than in land. So you might come to try to out or quench what the Most High doing with a hose, and he'll allow it to burn hotter, like you adding fuel to the fire. Read.
10. He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear?
And when you see outside start get cloudy and you hear that thunder crack, what people do? Run for cover, ain't it? From outside, all them out there jogging and doing all kind of thing. And the next minute they hear that, see that lightning, that thunder, they look for holes. So that's what he's saying. He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? Everybody run for holes. If I got an umbrella in my hand, I look and see, oh, it's carbon fiber, it's not metal. I hold it. Read.
He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid?
Right. Even the animals. You check the animals when the rain is falling and thunder and lightning and that kind of thing. You check them out. They don't move. they stay in place. They say, I don't know, the Most High up there talking to me. Let me get his honors, let me get his respect due. The animals don't move, they stay in place. Whether the rain falling, just stand there and stay in place because they know who's speaking. You see that? Then the donkey know who was speaking. Tell Ben, man, you crazy. You can't see an angel there with a sword in his hand. I ain't moving another step. You see that? To the angel how to allow the donkey to speak in his language. Yo, come on, man. The donkey might say, come on, Negro. Can't you see an angel with a sword in his hand, a flaming sword, ready to chop me and you? Read.
11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence?
Right. The Lord threatens, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? Ain't the flood? The Lord threatened. They never saw rain came from the sky before. Back in Noah's time. And when they saw that, it was over. The heart failed them. You see that? So the Lord threatened, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence. You see that? You can't do nothing with the Most High, man. Nothing. It's a fearful thing to fall in the hands of the Most High. You see that? You can't do nothing, man. So all these people out here saying all these things and got our people all mesmerized about what they're saying because they went to these kind of prestigious colleges and they learn all this thing and they learn nothing. See that? The Most High said the wisdom that comes from above is pure. The wisdom that comes from down here is devilish. That's what he's saying, James. It's devilish, man. It's not pure, man. The Lord gave the word. The Lord tell you what he did in the earth. Tell you how he made the earth, how he hanged the earth on nothing. You see that? The earth is out here in space. You want to go into outer space, but the earth is already in space. What more space you want to go to? You're already in space. If you jump to the moon and look up or down, you can see the earth. You're already in space. And there's no life out there. You see that? You're already on the planet that you're supposed to be living on. This is heaven here on earth here, man. You can't get heaven. You can't get heaven out there in no other planet because they don't have the resources that the earth have. You got to get everything from here to get to there where you want to get to. You spy with your telescope. You got to get everything from here to get over there. When you get over there, you don't have no trees. You don't have no water. You don't have nothing. What are you going to do? Eat rocks? When you get up there, you can't even take the mask and the suit off and all kind of thing. And who tell you that the atmosphere is what you say it is on these other places, and Jupiter and Mars and the moon and all kind of thing? You haven't been up there to say, well, this is the atmosphere. You're speculating. And to say that you went to the moon back in 1969, that's a big fail. Because right now, my little cell phone here can launch a rocket. You had a whole floor full of computers, big computers, trying to launch a rocket. And my phone can do it now. Technology is so advanced, and you haven't been back to the moon since over 50 years. You got all this technology. How come you haven't been back to the moon? You see that? So the Most High is who is in control, man. Read on.
12. The earth quaketh, and the foundation thereof. The sea arises up with the waves from the deep, and the waves of it are terrible. And the
fishes thereof.
And the fishes thereof also, before the Lord and before the glory of his power.
You see that? The earth quaketh and the foundation thereof. The sea arises up with waves from the deep, and the waves are troubled. and the fishes thereof also before the Lord and before the glory of his power. See that? So the Lord is who doing all these things, man.
God.
It's not Mother Nature, not anything. He allows things to happen to the earth because prophecy must be fulfilled. What's written here in the scriptures must come to pass. So he allowing these people and these other nations to do what they have to do because they have a certain dispensation of time to do it.
That's
You
right.
see that? And after that time is up, after your lease is up on doing your wickedness, as the Lord said, your lease is up. You know what happened? Is the end game. Read on.
13. For strong is his right hand.
Strong is the Most High right hand. Then he said that I bring out the children of Israel by his right hand.
God.
You see that? With a stretched out arm. See that? Read.
That bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss.
See that? The Lord don't miss. You might feel, oh, well, lightning strike missed me and hit him. No, he didn't miss. It was intended for him. You see that? It ain't ready for you. As one of my elders say, he didn't say, well, that Negro down there, I want to see in my office tomorrow. It wasn't for you. It was for the next man next to you. So read.
His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Right. And the arrows is those destruction that the Most High is bringing through all the face of the earth that you can see now on the internet. You can watch those two men, the two preachers. They're showing you everything that the news don't show you. You see, every day of every month, there's about nearly 10 or 15 destructions or more going on. Even some that they don't report on or get videos on, just going out through the earth. As I said, you have cities and places that never saw water before flowing through their streets, up to the 4 feet up to the bus, coming in the bus, people up on the hand rails and all kind of thing in the bus, trying not to get wet. You see that? In Brazil, in Indonesia, in Zambia, in Ethiopia, in Chile, in the Philippines. You see that? All of those things, Venezuela, all of those places getting hit by all these floods. New Zealand getting hit with all these floods. And that was last month. That was February. Yeah, February. That was last month. That ain't even 10 months ago. That was just last month. And the Most High is ramping these destructions up, and these plagues and these destruction, these floods and these tornadoes and everything. He ramping it up. As it said in the book of 2nd Ezra, everything coming to fruition, coming even more rapid than before, constant, like a woman travailing just before she can give birth. One time you can hear that these things was a minute apart. That could be about 6 months apart. Now you're hearing that there's 5 seconds apart. The destruction, the plagues, all these diseases and the atrocities coming on the face of the earth because of the Most High is causing these things, man. It's not El Nino. It's not what the weatherman is saying. You can watch the weather, but don't take everything for face value from these people. Because you keep saying, oh, you can get an inch of snow, you don't get none. Snow going elsewhere. You see? Forecasting. Doing witchcraft up there on the television. See? Continue. Where you at?
14.
14, okay.
Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth.
You see? The plagues are sent. Shall not return until they come upon the earth. So right now, the plagues are on the earth now. You had the big sea. Now they're looking to conjure up something else. You see? Read.
15. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out.
You see, the Most High said the fire is kindled. I stoked the fire. Nobody else stoked it. I did that. Like I closed the ark door, the door of the ark. I closed that. Nobody can, no, I can't open it. So I kindled the fire on the earth, throughout the face of the earth. Nobody can quench what I kindled, because it's time for my visitation on the earth, because of all the evils and the iniquities that's going on. You see? Read.
Till it consume the foundation of the earth. 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, returneth not backward.
Right. You see, like an arrow that's shot from a mighty archer. And we have some good archers in Israel. Like a mighty archer shot an arrow, man. You don't turn about that arrow. You see that? Read.
Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again.
You see that? Even so, these plagues that we're saying, the destruction, the plagues, whatever you want to call them, the Most High is allowing that to happen. You see that? Because it's time. It's time. It's due time. The least of the people is up. Least of the wicked is up. You see that? The least of his wickedness is up. As Revelation said, his wickedness has reached on to heaven, man. And Lord, remember them. So his lease is up. Right now, he hanging on to straws. He on his last leg. He like a wounded animal trying to get away from a cheetah. You see that? Read.
17. Woe is me! Woe is me! Who will deliver me in those
You
days?
see that? And we be saying the same thing. And those people out there are people that are running around with a chicken that lost their head. They want to know is the next Apple iPhone and all kind of thing, next Samsung and all kind of thing, who playing, but they don't understanding what's going on around them. You know, Ezra said, woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? So for our people, who going to deliver you in those days? They're running after everything you see. You see, you envying the oppressor for whatever he have. You want that too, but you're considering what is going on around you, what the Lord is doing to this place. This place is going out in a handbasket full of flames soon from now, and you ain't considering. My people does not consider. You see that? Where's that? That's Jeremiah. That's Jeremiah 4:22. Is my people does not consider. I think it's Jeremiah.
Isaiah.
What scripture you looking for?
Wait. Let me see where it is. Yeah. All right. You can read you can read Jeremiah 4:22. That can work too.
Jeremiah 4:22.
Yeah, you can read that.
Jeremiah 4:22.
Yeah. As Ezra said, woe is me, woe is me. Who gonna deliver me in those days? Our people, look at our people these days, man. I only train and they be saying, but our people are finished if you don't get themselves together. See that?
Yeah, Jeremiah 4:22. But my people is foolish.
The Lord said, my people is foolish. You gotta be, hold on, you gotta be foolish not to realize what's going on today around you. It's not like the 60s and the 70s. You know, and I get fever and get high and all kind of things. Them days are over. Look and see what's going on around you. Read.
For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sardis children.
Said they are, my people are foolish. They have not known me. No, you don't know the ways of the Most High, man. If you know the ways of the Most High, you will straighten up and fly right. You see that? You don't know the ways of the Most High. Said they are Sardis children. And you don't want to look at the word Sardis, because the Most High got a lot of pet talk for our people, you know what I mean? They call us all kinds of names. Make us go and look up the word and see what the word means. Call us stupid. Stupid people. See that? The most I have a lot of words to call us, man. Because we are his chosen, man. And we ain't acting like it. We acting like crabs in the bar. We acting like the spits and the coons and the nigger and the so-called N-word today. You see that? We ain't acting like royalty. We ain't acting like priests of the Most High. We ain't acting like that royal nation that the Most High made for himself. You see that? Went and redeem us from other nations onto himself. We ain't acting like that. We acting like how the other nations want us to act. You see, lack of knowledge. Read.
And they have none understanding.
And we don't have no understanding. You tell a brother and sister out there, hey, you're the chosen, man. You know you are chosen. You know you are the Israelites. You know you are the people that was brought over here in the bottom of the slaves and set up and down the east coast of America on auction block. You are those people. You are the Lord's chosen when you read the scriptures. When you read Deuteronomy, the 20th chapter. And they look at you like you got 10 heads. What is Negro talking about? He for real. Yeah, because we believe in all these Pan-African nonsense. But the Bible is our history and our records, man.
Yeah.
From Genesis to Revelation and in the Apocrypha. The Bible and history books that correlates with the Bible, showing you that we are those people, man. We are the people of the Most High.
That's right.
We are that peculiar people. We are that special people, man. Who can do whatever we do. No one, even in ignorance and in wickedness, we still do it with flavor. You see, even in wickedness. So who can match with us when we in righteousness? You see that? So understand, when the Most High put us back in our original state, man, we're gonna be like, it can be ridiculous, man, for these other nations when they see us coming through. You understand? Read.
But to do, they are wise to do evil.
Wise to do evil, like today. Look at our people today. They're wise to do all this evilness in this place. And you call them out on it. They want to fight. They want to get mad. They want to say, "You can mind your business." You see that? They want to do all of that, but not knowing they're doing an evil thing. Read.
But to do good, they have no knowledge.
And to do good, they have no knowledge. To keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. To treat your brother with respect. To love your brother. Honor your brother and your sister and your children. They don't want to do that. And get yours, I can get mine. They don't want to be brotherly. Show brotherly love towards one another.
Right.
That's the problem here, you see. We was taught to hate ourselves from the get-go. See, slavery has did a number on our people, mess our people up. And now it's time now that we to reverse that. We need to wash our brains right now. Our brains is filthy. People talk about, oh, no, your brain. No. Yes, our brains is filthy. They need washing right now. Washing back to the laws, statutes, and commandments, which is found here in these Bibles, you see. Keeping these high holy days and these feast days, you know what I mean? And that kind of thing. That's what we need to get back to. And get on the right path, because you can look outside. As I say, this is vengeance and wrath of the Most High. You gotta look outside and look around. He's taking people out. And he's taking our people out in the process of taking other people out. But he's mostly taking the other nations out. He's flooding out the other nations. He's tornadoing out the other nations, earthquaking out the other nations. He's causing the volcano to wake up. That was dormant for 50 years. And flow like water in down the mountain. And people are all in Ethiopia with the volcano. Why you at all? You claiming to be part of Israel? Well, you at all? You don't know these things are gonna happen, gonna come on the earth. You didn't know that the Most High is gonna do all these things. What you reading? You need to start reading the Kebon Afreda or the Kebon Nagas. and read the scriptures. That's what you need to do, and you will understand what's going on. Don't get caught out there unaware.
I want to read this precept.
Yeah, go ahead.
Good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is the one he was looking for earlier. Isaiah 1 and 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider.
I read it up again. Read it again.
Oh, Isaiah 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib.
Hold on. Now the Most High said, the ox knows its owner, and the ass its master's crib. Two dumb animals, and they know who they belongs to. We Israel, we is the Lord's chosen. How come we don't understand or know who we belongs to? And you keep saying it every day. The brothers and the other camps in the street, on the street corners, keep piping it to you every day. Who you are, why you supposed to do, why you dressed like that, why you acting like that. Treat your brothers and sisters with respect and all kind of things. Love your neighbor, love this. Why you don't know? But the two dumb animals that out in the field, they know when the time to come in. It's getting dark, time to go home. I got a crib. I don't have to be out here waiting for white animals to take me out. I got some place to be with gates and bars and things. And I got hay in there that I can eat. So how you don't know that the Most High got us? You see that? But two dumb animals know that. Read.
Okay. My people, Salakia.
You can read from top.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib, but Israel doeth not know. My people doeth not consider.
Right. But Israel. And who are Israel? We are the Israelites. Those who was brought over here in those bought on those slave ships and was sold on auction blocks up and down the east coast of America and throughout the Caribbean. You see that? On to today. See, we are still those people. We are the progenitors of those people all the way down to now. Nothing haven't changed. You see, we are still those people. All right. Give me Isaiah 24 and 1. We are those people, man. It's time for we to come back, keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, man. Because Ezra said, woe is me, woe is me. Who should deliver me in those days? What day? The day of the Lord's vengeance, the wrath that going to be putting on the face of the earth. You see that? Who can deliver you if you're playing the fool? If you don't know who you are, if you don't know, if you don't be like the ass and the ox. You see, at least they know they have a master and they have a crib. They don't have to be looking the Jew and they're looking around and see who wild animal going to take them out because they can't see at night. They're not nocturnal, so they need to get someplace safe. You see that? They don't have night vision like the lions and the tigers. You see? All right, where we got?
Okay, Isaiah 24 and 1. Behold, the Lord maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scatter abroad the inhabitants thereof.
You see that? That's what he's doing right now. Look around you. People have to leave the home because the Lord is sending all these destruction. They can't live there no more. You see that? Sending all this destruction, mudslides, landslides, earthquakes, even there in what is it, Syria with the earthquake? Is Syria and even there with the earthquake when the buildings came down, those people can't live there anymore. Turkey, right? Even those people, so like in Turkey, even those people can't live there anymore. You see, he's causing all these things. He's making the earth empty and making it waste. It looked like a wasteland up there in Turkey when them buildings came down that earthquake. Look like they built it on quicksand. Any little rumble, they just came down. You see? And there's a scripture there in the Apocrypha where it says, blood should drop oak of wood and the rocks should talk or speak with a voice. Man, this Bible is something else, man. The Lord ain't left nothing unturned here with these scriptures. Just gotta know where to find them and understand what you're reading. You see, because whatever's taking place today in the earth is what is recorded here in the scriptures. It's like a circle, a circuit. It comes right back around. As Solomon said, it's nothing new under the sun. Don't think these things wasn't happening back then too, because it's nothing new. Just that the circuit, making that circuit coming right back around. You see, everything coming back around. But the only circuit can get closed is when this particular nation, he ain't gonna be no more. He ain't coming back around. That's the difference. He ain't coming back around. This is his final stance. He had about 7 times to make it right, and each time he failed. And this is his last stance. You know, the cat got 9 lives. This is 9th. Ain't no more. This up is up. You see that? What is that? Second Ezra 6 and 54. That what it is?
That's what you want?
Yeah, I think that's it. When it's up, is up. Second Ezra, I think it's 6 and 54. When this man time is up, it's up.
Second Ezra 6 and 54. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord over all thy creatures. Of him come we all, and the people also, whom thou hast chosen. Is that it?
Yeah, read.
Okay.
Oh no. Jump down to the 8th, read the 8th and 9th verse. Right. Because after this going around, there's no more. After this going around, there's no more. You're not going to see that person no more.
Okay. Second Ezra 6 and 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born, of him Jacob's hand held fast the heel of Esau.
All right, denoting something going to take place in the future. Read.
9. For Esau is the end of the world.
Oops. There you have it. It's all recorded here in the scriptures. After this going around, ain't no more circuit for this particular nation. Read it again from the top.
Okay. Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world.
It said Esau, for Esau is the end of the world. And if you don't know who's Esau, when you read Genesis, the 25th chapter, it tells you who's Esau. It gives you the characteristics of who's Esau. You see, we living amongst Esau today. Esau is who ruling the earth today.
That's right.
You see, him and his dominions ruling the earth. Read.
And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So he is the end, and he is the beginning. Jacob, whose name got changed to Israel, who have the 12 tribes, 12 sons became the 12 tribes of Israel. You see, those are who is the beginning of it that gonna follow after this man goes out. Him and his kingdom goes out. Righteous kingdom will coming up and setting up. Everlasting kingdom. You see that? As the brother say in his song, if you know that you was a king already, why you here running about for green, killing yourself for green paper when you know you have everything already, man? It's all for you. You see that? That song. Why you killing yourself for green paper when you know you was you are king already, and everything was for you, according to the scripture. See that? All we got to do is keep those laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You say the righteous can be blessed by scarcely saved. You see that? So we got to strive to that mark, man. We got to strive to do much better than how we're doing today out here in America or elsewhere, where we scatter to the four corners of the earth. We got to look around and do better, man, because the time is at hand. The Lord ain't playing. He's going down. He's taking out anybody.
That's right.
Anybody he taking out. See? No respect of person taking out anybody. We look down and say, Michael or Gabriel, let me see that him in my office tomorrow. You see? Taking out anybody, any nation, anybody. That's how he did. Then he take out the whole earth by the flood. And only chose to save 8 out of them. And he take out how many people that was there at the time. All of them gone. And the animals that wasn't on the ark, gone. Except the ones that can swim and chew water and breathe on the water and everything. But everything else, gone. Let's get into more of these plays and destruction that the Most High is bringing on the earth.
2 Ezra 5, 1, verse 1 and 2. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number.
And that's the time that we're living in now. A lot of people are going to die in this time. You see that? A lot of people are going to die. And it started already. Start already. Read.
And the way of the truth shall be hidden.
And the way of this and this truth here should be hidden. But a lot of people don't want to accept who they are and everything, and what the role they have to play in this movie that the Most High created here. We are the main character. We and Esau is the main characters in the movie. Everybody else is extras in the movie. Read.
And the land shall be barren of faith.
And the land shall be barren of faith. When you just get in there, look outside. People don't want to hear nothing about the Most High, man. People want to hear the next, how they can get that L and that kind of thing. People don't want to hear nothing about this, sir. They can put money in my pocket, Negro. You can pay my bills. But not knowing the Most High said, check the birds and all these things. They don't toy nor do anything, but they still get feed. You see that? So who is you that the Most High can't do that for you? See? I know who you are. You're just a crab in a barrel. Just grabbing at everything that passed by. You see? We got as a nation, man, we gotta start by keeping the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, man. That's the main thing, man. As Solomon said, man, this is the whole duty of man.
God.
Keep the commandments, man. Read.
Verse 2. But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest.
Iniquity should, more wickedness gonna increase than what we're seeing out there. It can get worse, as Ezra said. Greater things, the angels answer, greater things are gonna show you, man. They're gonna happen on the face of the earth. So iniquity, it said, but iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest. You see, more than what we're seeing now, man. It's no escalating. We know people, I mean, about 20 years or 30 years ago, they weren't really saying it as the way they're saying it now. A lot of people like waking up. A lot of people waking up. You taught a lot of people and they sound spiritual now. They sound very spiritual these days. Yeah. What the conversation they're saying, and you're listening to them carefully. Okay. They're realizing now, oh, it's that time of the day now. It's not morning no more. Is that VR is the day now. It's winding down. They can see it now. Read.
Or that thou hast heard long ago.
Thou hast heard long ago. You see that? That's what's going on now, man. Isaiah 26 and 21. Yeah, people are waking up these days, man. People are not really sleeping like how they used to sleep. If you listen to them talking these days, they realize what's going on. They're up on the thing these days. They're up on it these days. They're not sleeping and slumbering these days. Majority of people, they see what's going on. Read when you got it.
Isaiah 26 and verse 21. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth.
You see that? The Lord is coming out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth. Now you can see it. Look around you. They try not to show much destruction on the news because they want to keep you all dumbed down. But if you go on the internet, you can see all these destruction, all these things that are going on in face. It's a baby. How come the news ain't showing this thing? They're only showing major things, but they ain't showing these things that are going on in Mexico, in Cuba, and all these places that are getting hit with all this destruction that the Most High sending, the plagues and these destruction. They ain't telling you nothing about those things. So it says, Isaiah 26 and 21 said, for behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for the iniquity, for the wickedness, for the sin. And if our people is caught up in that, guess what? You're getting punished too, along with the wicked. You see? Read.
Okay. For the iniquity. For the earth also shall disclose her blood, and shall no more cover her slain.
And guess what? All these earthquakes, all these tornadoes, all these destruction, a lot of people out there just they ain't getting buried. You see that? Can't find them. And just blood just running. Can't find these people. When the earthquake, they said, it's a recovery. All of a sudden, next 2 weeks, they say, oh no, it's just a cleanup. No more digging and seeing if anybody alive. They don't know. After a couple of weeks, they know people ain't alive really, unless they come across one that was in an air pocket and they couldn't get to them, but they still getting oxygen. But you know what I mean, on water flowing from a burst pipe or something. Yeah. But otherwise than that, they say, no, man, just clean it up. Whatever we found, we can just put in body bags. You see? That's what's going on these days. So my next thing is Isaiah. Give me Isaiah 13 and 11.
Reading from the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity.
And the Most High, hold on. And the Most High saying, I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked of their iniquity, for the wicked of their iniquity, and the wicked of their iniquity. So that's what the Most High is doing these days for our people and for these wicked, evil other nations that sitting there and help destroying our people through their covert operations, through the bad medicine, through everything that they set up is geared towards our people. As the brother say, they don't mind taking out a couple of thousand of theirs to get 1 million ours. See, they don't mind that as long as they reach their objective. So you're dealing with a sick, evil, wicked man. You see, you dealing like what the Russians did, where they carrying out a practice run. They don't use dummy. They use real people. They drop a bomb on the platoon to see what was the effect. That was crazy. That's some crazy stuff. Them is real militant men. That's crazy stuff. You see, they can show. Oh wow, we did that. We see the effects because we ain't had no dummies up in it. We see the effects, the real effects that happen from people. You see, read.
And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease.
And he can cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Like these people are always proud about what they have and all kind of thing. But the Most High going to take everything out and down. Ain't gonna be nothing but rubble and stubble out here, tumbleweeds. Soon from now, you're gonna be all Western movies with a town that is taken over by dust and tumbleweeds. No one living there, just a wilderness. Read.
And will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
And he will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. All these people that are looking to do harm to his people. He can lay them low. They're terrible and all their devices and all their covert operations and covert and everything. All these things that they set up against our people. The Most High gonna lay it low, man.
God.
Read.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
Yeah. Make an Israelite man more precious than fine gold in these last days. We ain't all had broke loose. All these people that talking about all the single ladies. They gonna need a covert in the time of the storm. You see that? To hide themselves in. Read.
Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
And even a man of the golden wedge is all fair. They're even more precious than that. You see? That's the sons of Zion, even more precious than that. See that? Read. Read to the 16th verse. Read.
Okay. Therefore, I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Most High's hope, in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger.
You see that? You say he's going to shake the heavens, man, and the earth shall remove out of her place. Shake the heavens, man. And the earth can remove, and it, doing that right now. Earthquakes all over the place, man. Place that never seen 7.0, 8.0. You're seeing it now. You see that? I don't come these stupid scientists. Oh, it's under the ring of fire. Yeah, it's on the ring of fire. But it was dormant for a long time. So the Most High is waking it up now. You see? Because of all your iniquity and our iniquities too. They reach on to heaven. So he's waking everything up. He's shaking everything up. You see, you can turn it upside down. You see? Because this is the time of his vengeance. As I said, that's the topic. The Lord's wrath and vengeance. And this is the time of his vengeance, time of his visiting the earth. You see that? Read.
And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people and flee every one into his own land.
And see, when the Lord start all this, he can put the spirit on everybody, man. Everybody going to be looking to be among their own people. This chase row, everybody looking to be among their own people. Nobody ain't be looking to be with you because say, oh, look at that, take him out. No, let me get among my own people so we be one. See that? And everybody gonna flee. Oh, shalom, brother. Verse 15.
Every one that is found shall be thrust through.
So everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Everyone that's found in join on to this thing and join on to that and not join on to the Most High, you're going to be thrust through. Read.
And every one that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
And there you go. Or you better flee in your own, among your own people. Because you're going to be like the chase road that no one want to take up. You see that? These are the days of the Lord's vengeance. And he said it. He said his words was not going to come back void that went out from his mouth. It's not going to come back to him void. So he said a kingdom's going to fight against kingdom, brother going to fight against brother, and all these things ain't going to happen. Just wait. Sooner you live long enough, you're going to see it. You see? Who would believe that I would have a cell phone? In my time, we had a hot landline. Who would have a cell phone and showing videos on a cell phone? You live long enough, you're going to see it. You see? You live long enough, you're going to see it. We believe that people will be flipping motorcycles, flipping the motorcycles and all kind of things. We say, oh, nobody can do that because, you live long enough, you see it. It's just a matter of time. You see it. Read.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
You see that? All these things gonna come to pass. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes, just like how our children was dashed to pieces.
Right.
You see, back then, when we was in siege against these different kingdoms, and out here, when it was brought over here, our children was dashed in pieces. Stomachs cut open, women's stomach cut open, and play football and all kind of thing with the babies and all kind of thing, do all kind of things to our people. So likewise unto them, because the Lord is a just power. You see? And from there, Jeremiah 15:11. Jeremiah 15:11. So the same thing that happened to us, the Lord can flip it, role reversal. They're going to happen to them in these last days. You see? And we don't want no, of course, we're going to have those people among our people in our nation going to be, oh, why, oh, and crying and all kind of thing. But where were the people, the nations crying for us when it was happening to us? They wasn't crying as in the book of Psalms, Psalm 137. By the rivers of Babylon, they wasn't crying. They say, raise it. Finally, we got Jerusalem, raise it. You see, they wasn't crying. So why are we these days in 2023 crying? Who was crying for us in 1619, all the way up to now? Are people getting shot in the street? Are people getting lynched, raped, robbed, murdered, all kind of things? Who was crying for us? There's nobody crying for us these days. So why are you crying when the Most High say he's going to do this to our enemies, which is his enemy too? Why are we crying? Why are we feeling this way? Because the Most High said, oh, we became like women, or we get soft, we became like women. Why are we crying? It's justice and it's Most High judgment. Because we like to put the Most High in a box, oh, you put it, go in that box there. You is not this way. I don't know you to be this way. No. He's omnipotent. He give us all our attributes. We cry, we glad, we laugh, we get mad. So why when you put him in the box when he's doing these things to our enemies? Why are you crying for them? Because they didn't cry for you when it was happening to us. So read what we got, Jeremiah 15:11.
Read it from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 15, verse 11.
50.
Oh, 50 verse 11.
Yeah. Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 11.
All right. Reading from the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 11. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage.
You see that? It's still happening today. They're rejoicing, they're glad because, oh, black man ain't wake up yet. Oh, we got another 100 years to do what we have to do. No, you don't. Not if the most I have something to say about it. Your lease is up. That's why you're trying hard, as Revelation say. You got a short time. So he's trying hard to see how much you can take with him. Read.
Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass, and bellow as bulls.
You see, you're growing fat with all these things you did. And you collect from all these other dark skinned nations. You're growing fat like a heifer, that ready to be slaughtered. You see that? You're getting fat, a heifer. What are you gonna do with a heifer? Oh, looking good, ready for the slaughter. See, read.
Verse 12. Your mother shall be sore, confounded. She that bare you shall be ashamed.
Right.
Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land in the desert.
You see, the Most High gonna do all of that. The hinder part of the nation gonna be a wilderness and a dry land and a desert. Soon from now, he drying up everything, the rivers, the lakes, everything drying up. It's just in the summer there last year when the barges can float down the Mississippi River because it was too low. Never saw it like that. I had a little food shortage here and there because that's where the food, most majority of the food down with the barges on the Mississippi River. I read verse 13.
Because of the wrath of the Most High, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate.
Right.
Every one that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all their plagues.
Right. Everyone that goes by Babylon should hiss and be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. So these plagues are gonna come. They're not gonna tarry. They're gonna come. They're not gonna tarry because the Most High. It's time. It's time. It's that time. It's that time that the Most High is gonna visit the earth. Give me Job. Give me Job 21 and 29. Job 21, 29. Let's see what that-
Job 21 and 29. Have you not asked them that go by the way?
Have you not asked them that go by the way? See, have you not asked your elders? Have you not asked any of those people that goes by the way? You see that? That know about these things, read.
And do ye not know their tokens?
And do you not know their tokens? Read.
30. That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction.
That the wicked is reserved for the day of destruction. You see that? So the Lord is reserving this nation of people for destruction. You see? He said he's going to take this place out. He reserving this place for himself. But he's going to take it out. You see? He's going to make this deliverance greater than the one in Egypt. So he preserving over here. That's why it said virgin daughter of Babylon. He had never been invaded. So he preserving out here for his own pleasure. He's going to take this place out by himself. Read.
They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath.
and they should be brought forth to the day of wrath. You see, the Most High wrath. You see?
God.
And he just gave them a little taste of it. A hurricane here, tornado there, hailstorm here, snowstorm there, earthquake here. You know what I mean? Wild beasts changing their places and coming into their houses and things. They opening the door and see the bear on the couch with the remote in the hand, asking who's you. You see? Read.
31. Who shall declare his way to his face? And who shall repay him what he had done?
You see that? Who can do all of that? The Most High. You see that? The Most High gonna do all of that.
To his face.
Yeah. Read 32.
32. Yet shall he be brought to the grave, and shall remain in the tomb.
Right. So yet he should be brought to the grave and remain in the tomb, in the grave. You're gonna see him no more. So y'all still don't believe that the Most High is who's doing all of these atrocities that we're seeing today. So give me 1 Samuel 2 and 6. So let's see. I read a lot of scriptures. Well, let's see what the Most High said out of his own mouth, what he's doing in the face of the earth. You see? Because not El Nino, is not late effect snow, it's not northeastern, it's not none of these words that the names that the people calling the hurricane names, Ivan and Maria and all kind of things.
God.
No, it's the Most High. You see that? And in Revelation, it said, tell the angels, hold back the wind in four corners of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, it's not El Nino or none of them things that causing these things.
1 Samuel 2 and 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up.
Right. And he said it there. And the word Lord is in all caps. So it is the Most High. So the Lord killeth and maketh alive. So I kill people, man, and I can make them alive. I can say, oh, I don't need him today. Oh. So by sparing him. While he's lying there on the table. See that? And the surgeons are all mesmerized. Oh, you back all right. Yeah, because that's the Most High. Read.
Okay. 7. The Most High maketh poor and maketh rich.
Right. The Most High maketh poor and maketh rich. Just showing you who have control in the whole earth.
And in heaven.
And in heaven.
Mm-hmm.
But we living here on earth.
God.
So the white man ain't only have control. He have control because the Most High allow him to have that kind of control.
That's right.
But Most High still govern what he does or what he allows him to do. Read.
He bringeth low and lifteth up.
He bringeth low down to the ground like the mitre in the street, like Isaiah 47 and 1. Come sit in the dust.
Mm-hmm.
Read.
And lifteth up.
And lifted up. And put them in a high position. Make them kings and rulers over other people, other nations. You see that?
God.
Read.
He raises up the poor out of the dust.
And raises the poor out of the dust. See? And who is the poor? We might be poor in terms of finance, but not poor in spirit. Because we have the Most High, you see? Because he is our Heavenly Father. You see that? We is his chosen. Read.
And lifted up the beggar from the dunghill.
And lifted up the beggar from the downhill. The downhill.
Dunghill.
Yeah. Read.
To set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory.
And guess what? We in that position now. And guess what? He set us up and we gonna be ruling. Like what the scripture, what the precept here is saying. Take us up from the condition that we're in and set us up above all of these other nations. You see that? While the other nation that was above gonna be like the movie with Eddie Murphy changing places. You see that? We got a cotton field waiting on you. As I always say, no night shift. All day shift, no night shift. You don't get away from the sun. No day, no night shift. Read. Set them up princes.
Okay. And to make them inherit the throne of glory, for the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he had set the world upon them.
You see, the pillars of the earth are the Lord's. Foundations and everything. He has set the world upon them. You see? So the Most High, as we read it, the Most High is who sending the players, who in the control. It's not what the weatherman or what other theologian person is telling you. No, it's the Most High.
Yeah.
And we're going to start to realize and start to give him his honor and his glory and start reverencing the Most High, because he is who doing all these things that you see through the face of the earth. People want to hope and holler because they don't really understand the Most High.
Right.
They don't. Give me Isaiah 55 and 8. I think it is. Isaiah 55.
Isaiah 55 and 8.
Yeah, I think that's it. Let me see. Yeah.
Isaiah 55 and 8.
Right.
For my thoughts are not your thoughts.
This is the Most High. For my thoughts are not your thoughts. Poor man on the earth. Dust. Read.
Neither are your ways. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth,
As the heavens is higher than the earth,
so are my ways higher than your ways.
so are my ways higher than your ways. So if you want to put the Most High in the box, doesn't matter for you. But that he's not something that you can put in the box. He's not a toy. He's omnipotent. He's everywhere in everything.
God.
You see that? Read.
And my thoughts than your thoughts.
And my thoughts than your thoughts. You see that? So it's the Most High, man. It's not what you think it is. You gotta get that understanding. It's the Most High, and a lot of people have that wrestle with what is written here, because they still with that fables of men, believing that the Most High is this and not not the Lord, not my Jesus, not this, not that. But as it's saying, Isaiah 55 and 8, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, nor my ways are your ways. I just want to touch on the destruction that the Most High is bringing to the face of the earth. People think that, that's bad. Yes, it is bad. Because he said he's going to do it. And it's going to get worse. And it's going to increase as the years go by. Like a woman that's in travail when she brings forth a child. When her pains is coming more frequent. You see that? So that's how the destructions is coming from here on out. You can look for some more, as Ezra said. There are greater things yet to come than what we're seeing now. You see that? And let me see. Anything else on that? Oh yeah. Forget my man Job, man. Give me Job 18 and 11. Let me read some from Job about what the Most High gonna do to this man. He had him in the time of 2001. He had him like that. What are we going to read now? He had him like that 2001 when it was here. He had him in 2001, like what Job 8, 18 and 11 is going to say.
Job 18 and verse 11. Terror shall make him afraid on every side.
2001, terror shall make him afraid on every side. And now coming up to date, 2023, more terror is going to make you afraid on every side. You're not going to know what to do. You're going to be like a chicken that lost their head, just running all over the place because of the destruction that the Most High is going to bring. Read.
And shall drive him to his feet.
And shall drive him to his feet. Terrors shall make him afraid and shall drive him to his feet. He can be running to and fro. Read verse 12.
His strength shall be
Hunger bitten.
hunger bitten.
His strength should be hunger bitten, man. This man never seemed to have enough, man. You see that? You got this mighty man, go here and conquer this, and I'll go here and do this. I'm going to do it. Can't seem to keep quiet. You see, always trying to do something that he ain't supposed to do. But that's what part of his that's part of his blessing, to be that in the earth. See, from Genesis, that's part of his blessing, to be that particular spirit in the earth. You see. And destruction shall be ready at his side. And destruction should be ready at his side. Like, no, destruction coming at his side, day in and day out. You see? And you listen to them talking when they have to be when they're on the scene and all this destruction, you hear what they're saying. You're saying, look at this man. This man's so proud of himself. But the Most High going to make him confess that, oh, this got to be the hand of the Lord. It can't be a random thing. No, there's too much happening now, too frequently. You see, and all these train derailments and all kind of thing. See that? It's the Most High say he can overthrow the riders and their chariots. Did he say that? What is it? Haggai chapter 2. Haggai chapter 2, I think it is. Let's see, Haggai 2 in I think it's Haggai chapter 2.
You said Haggai chapter 3?
2, I think it's 2. I think it's Haggai chapter 2. I ain't too sure. I think it's Haggai. Is it Haggai? Oh, wait. Hold on. Might be in the wrong book. Let me see. Bear me a minute. Let me see if I can find. I'm not sure what it is. I think it was Haggai though. But anyway, that one slipped me. So all right. From there, it was in Job, man. Give me Job 4 and 7. Job 4 and 7.
Reading from the book of Job, chapter 4, verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished, being innocent.
God, they always saying, oh, these people are innocent. The Most High said, behold, whoever perished being innocent. Read.
Or where were the righteous cut off?
Or where were the righteous cut off? Yeah, any righteous people in the earth? You see that? Read.
Even as I have seen that they plow iniquity and sow wickedness, reap the same.
You see that? They plow iniquity. Read it again from the top.
Even as I have seen.
From the top.
All right. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish, being innocent.
Most I say, remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent. Anybody innocent today? Read.
Or where were the righteous cut off?
Now, where were the righteous cut off? Read.
Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same.
You see that? So we have people plowing iniquity and wickedness, and they reap the same. Because there's nobody innocent today. As Solomon say, he searched and he found one man. So, read verse 9.
By the blast of the Most High they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed.
See, by the blast of the Most High, they perish. The Most High is sending out those blasts, man. And people are perishing. Scarcely the days you're finding people that you know coming out alive. People are perishing, man. And by the breath of his nostril are they consumed. See that? Those winds and those cyclones, man, consuming everything in the earth. A hurricane, a tornado. See that? They're consuming everything in the earth. And people are perishing, as it says in Ezra. A lot of people are going to die in these times. So with that, give me wisdom of Solomon 5:23. Yeah, wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 verse 23 in the Apocrypha. Let's see what wisdom of Solomon says about this man. 5:23.
Reading from the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 23. Yea, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away.
Right. A mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. That destruction. That can be a mighty wind. Then them nukes, that's a mighty wind when they blow. They always show you when you blow those nukes, what happens with the surrounding, anything standing, it'd be rubble. Read.
And like a storm shall blow them away, of Salah. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth.
Iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth. You see, iniquity is abounding in the whole earth today. Everything you step outside the door, you can see it. On the television, in your everyday walking and everyday travel, you can see iniquity all around you. It should abound. And nobody don't want right these days. Nobody don't want righteousness these days. Everybody want lawlessness and folly, as it says in the book of Ecclesiastes. Read.
And ill dealings shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty.
And ill dealings shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty. And we having a lot of ill dealings going on. You check, everybody want to be the next superpower or president or whatever. Ill dealings among themselves, they're going to overthrow the thrones of the mighty. See? with their ill dealings, always looking to be up on something, always looking to sneak and do all kind of bad practices and things. You see that? Ill dealings. You see? All right, and with that, I just want to touch on a few scriptures with the vengeance of the Most High and that kind of thing, what's going on in the earth, with all these atrocities and things that you're seeing, that you're not seeing in the news media, but you're seeing when you look online, certain sites, you're seeing all these destructions that the Most High is bringing. So the news over here, they just want to keep you in ignorance, keep you away from these things, because they know what's going on. They know the scriptures. They know that all this is prophesied in the Bible, that all these things going to happen in these last days. You see that? They know about that. So I want to read a little bit here. This is a little bit of on the health side. Your prostate. Now I get a little bit more information on the prostate. A lot of our men is suffering with prostate problems and can't, when they go to the toilet, they can't urinate like when it was like 16, 17, 18 years old, you know, that stream, that part, that good strong stream, you have problems and it causing you to force. And when you force, it causing you to also, when you force yourself, it causes you to want to do a number two because you're pushing so hard.
Wow.
Yeah. Because you're doing number two, because you're pushing to get the stream out, to get the urine out. So it says, let me see. BPH, it means benign prostatic hypertrophy. It's not cancerous, it's just that it's just an enlargement of the prostate. Prostate, as they say, the prostate is like a walnut. It lies there with your between the urethra. It's just like a walnut, and sometimes it swells and it blocks the urethra. It's like squeezing on it so that the urine, you find it difficult to pass urine. At first, they were saying, at first it was saying it was too much estrogen. At first, and then it was saying it's too much insulin and that kind of thing. And then now they're saying that it is like a plaque buildup in your bladder and in your urethra. Like if you got plaque buildup, like you got arteries and you got plaque buildup, it's tend to like give you like heart attack and that kind of thing because the blood ain't able to pass through the veins the way it should. Like it don't have no plaque. So that is. You got a question?
Yeah. How do you keep from getting prostate? What things do you have to eat and drink?
Well, it's a lot of different things that to help you to keep the prostate at a normal size, because as we get older, we tend to our testosterone tend to drop and our insulin and those things tend to increase. And they say that's what feeding the prostate to make it grow. You know, so, and there's different foods and different things, herbs and whatever you can take to keep the prostate at a normal size. Some certain exercises you do to keep your prostate at a certain size so it won't be like getting too big and squeezing on the urethra. So, all right, I can read what I got written here. It says the prostate enlargement, BPH, is commonly common problem which occurs in men, especially men over the age of 50 years old. This condition can make it difficult to urinate properly and can cause frequent urination and cause pain in the pelvis area and your abdomen and between the area of your scrotum and your anus. So that's where it lies. Your prostate lies between that area, your anus and your scrotum, right? The prostate sits between the pelvis bone and under the bladder. And the problem is when your prostate starts to grow and enlarge and put pressure and squeeze the urethra where your urine passed through. This causes poor bladder control and the urgent to urinate with small amount of urine coming out. You may also have a weak urine stream, potentially stopping and starting, or you may have difficulty urinating. If this is left untreated, an enlarged and swollen prostate can lead to prostatitis, infection, and a higher risk of prostate cancer. Right? Studies have shown the prostate enlargement is caused by hormonal imbalance, where there is a buildup of anabolic hormone in the body, such as estrogen, insulin, or DHT. They say zinc. Zinc helps to stop your testosterone from being converted into estrogen. So 25 milligrams a day of zinc you can take by inhibiting certain enzymes, aromatase and reductase. Zinc help to fix the hormonal problem that makes your prostate grow, and it helps to bring down the inflammation so that your gland can start shrinking. So I said 50, but he said 30 here. 30 milligrams of zinc, chelated zinc. Good source is Whole Foods, is pumpkin seeds, watermelon seeds. He said dark chocolate, sugar-free, but no.
That's the preventive.
If you take zinc, make sure you are taking copper in blending of trace minerals, as too much zinc can deplete copper. So they say, yeah, chocolate might help, you know what I mean? But I take zinc, and then some herbs. I take zinc. I have the copper, because they say too much zinc depletes the copper, so I mix the two together. I take corn silk. The silk, when you peel back the corn, that silk in there, it'll be green, but when you dry it out, it's turned brown. That helps you to urinate more easier and more freely. It helps with urination. You won't have that that pressure in your abdomen that you're having. Even white sage. White sage is good for that burning too. So it's corn silk, white sage. You know what I mean? The white sage is for the burning, like when you have that pressure and burning when you're urinating. That helps with that, and the corn silk helps with your frequent urination. Let me see. The foods. Okay. The foods that you can eat. He said tomatoes, they have lycopene, antioxidant called lycopene. It helps protect the cells throughout the body from oxidation damage. Right? Consuming lycopene lowers the level, helps to shrink the prostate and reduce the risk of prostate cancer. By balancing out your testosterone level, this is very useful for aging men as testosterone levels drop. You see, we get older, causing estrogen levels to rise. As we get older, the estrogen levels rises and the prostate to enlarge. Cooking tomatoes makes the lycopene 4 times more bioavailable. So you heat the tomatoes, don't really necessarily eat them raw, put some heat to them so it can release the lycopene. Because there's certain things that you have to put heat to get the real thing that you need from them, like tomatoes. So it will absorb, the body can absorb it better when you heat it, the tomatoes. They say goji berries, grapefruits, and asparagus. Green tea can help. Ginger, let's say avocados, beetroot. You can blend this with water and raw honey and strain and drink. Let's see what I got here. All right. Foods to cut out. You can cut out inflammatory, like vegetable oil, like margarine, soy, canola oil, cottonseed, corn oil from your diet entirely, because these things cause problems. And you can use instead raw coconut oil to cook with, extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil to cook with. Avoid dairy products like milk, cheese, as these aggravate an already enlarged prostate. You get to do a little exercising too, to help. All right. Focus on removing processed foods from your diet, like sugar, breads. I love bread. Cereal, pastries, and sweets. And replace them with whole foods, alternatives like tomatoes, cooked organic grass-fed beef, or wild salmon. So these are things that you can take and do and eat for, if you're having those problems with urinating because of you have an enlarged prostate and you having problems, you gotta go. And you're searching out, seeing when you leave the house, you're searching out where you're going. You're searching where are the toilets. You see, they have toilets. Okay, no problem. So consume a vegetable salad each day. Radishes, broccoli, arugula, kale, collard greens, cabbage. These vegetables are rich in polyphenol nutrients that helps your liver to clean help clean out excess hormones and produce more antioxidants that help protect and heal your prostate. So they say pumpkin seeds you can eat on a daily basis. They take your zinc and your vitamin E. They say matcha tea, green tea. I heard about that. The highest quality, rich in I don't even know that word, but it's rich in these things that help the prostate. It blocks an enzyme, the 5-alpha reductase, from converting your testosterone into DHT. This therefore stopping the prostate from becoming um, inflamed. If this is your problem, they say drink 3 to 5 cups per day. Wow, has been shown to significantly lower the inflammation in the prostate gland, which help to heal and shrink back down to its normal size, which is around the size of a walnut. So the prostate is about the size of a walnut, but as it says, you get older, our body start producing less testosterone, more insulin, and estrogen. And then they also say that it is plaque build up in your bladder and in your urethra. So they say you can eliminate those things, you have a good stream flowing, and plus to also the vitamins and the minerals, trace minerals, and pumpkin seeds and your tomatoes, cook a little to get your lycopene. And say vitamin C is an essential nutrient which we have to consume regular in our diet. You see that? So we have, as we get older, we have to be more mindful of what we are putting into our bodies, because as my wife said, when you go in the supermarket, the outer perimeter of the supermarket is the good stuff. When you go in the aisles in the supermarket is where you get all of the processed stuff. So he said, walk around the perimeter of the supermarket. You have vegetables, and you go around. You have the meats, you go around. You have the dairy, you come around. You have the juices. But when you go in the interior, you got all the processed foods that have a lot of chemicals and all kind of thing in them. I never look at it that way, but she kind of have a point there. Let me see where I was at. Eating a plant-based foods such as salad, leaves, vegetables, berries, and fruits. Eating foods like cabbage, she says sauerkraut, strawberries, bell peppers, and cruciferous vegetables. Boosts the antioxidant network within your body. So these things boost your antioxidant fighting things in your body to help keep your prostate working properly at a normal size, and help eliminate all of these things that you have with your prostate. God, all men is really suffering with this thing. We have a lot of men suffering with prostate problems. I'm included, but I'm trying these different remedies and things to help keep it at a normal size, and to help keep the urine flowing the way how it's supposed to, like when you was 10 and 15 and 20 years old. See, like a fire hose. You need it working like a fire hose. You need the bladder to empty itself, because if it don't, the water backed up, it starts to thin. It can give you a urinary infection if all don't come out, on a regular basis. They may have to do some invasive thing to get it moving, get it flowing the way it's supposed to flow. You see? the male testosterone gets converted into DHT, which can cause the gland tissue in the prostate to grow, resulting in problems with urine flow, and increased risk of prostate cancer. So, as I say, if you don't get this thing to your urine to come, your bladder to empty out in full, like when it was like 15, 16, in your 20s, and early 30s, you need to get that flowing like that because you don't want a urinary infection. But that ain't pleasant. It's not pleasant at all. Lauric acid is the medium chain fat found in coconut oil. Has been shown to block this conversion from testosterone to DHT and also prevent prostate enlargement. So start cooking with raw coconut oil, as this man said. Coconut oil is coconut oil, avocado oil, peanut oil. Those are the oils that we're supposed to be cooking with. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Those are the oils that we're supposed to be cooking with. Because coconut oil and peanut oil, those can handle high heat. Like you like to fry things, those can handle high heat. You see? And it won't cause the damage like what corn oil and vegetable oil does cause when you use them. Oh, here we go. We're back. All praises. So vegetable oil, which may be worsen your prostate health. So vegetable oil and corn oil and these kind of things we're supposed to stay away from. Refined sugar like sodas, breads, sweets, processed grains, and flour, which depleted your zinc reserves. DHT, insulin, or estrogen. Being overweight can trigger the prostate. The more fat you have in your body, the more insulin and estrogen you have in your body. That could be making the gland grow. When we get older, our stomach acid get weaker, which reduces our ability to absorb zinc and other nutrients that are needed for a healthy prostate. So that's a short version of the prostate, what you can use and what you can do, and to help alleviate the problems that you're having when you have an enlarged prostate, when it comes to urination and pressure in your bladder and that kind of thing. So you can use, as I say, you can use sage, you can use corn silk, you can use Belgian bark. People use Belgian bark with good results. People use saw palmetto with good results. And there's a herb called pissy wizzy that helps you to urinate. Birch bark also. Those are very good for men that are suffering with urination problems and prostate problems. And stay eating good wholesome foods and vegetables, and stay away from those corn oils and those vegetable oils which cause problems. And with that, and before I go, HODC we're located at 191 Howard Avenue, Brooklyn, New York. Sabbath class Friday at 7 o'clock and Saturday at noon. Be early or be squared. So with that, I say shalom.